the internet. If you're new here, the name's Maya. And if you're not new here, hey y'all. Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, I already know what y'all thinking. Girl, where you been at? You've been gone for 9-10 months. I know, y'all. And so today we are here to talk all about that. What I've been doing these past 9 months, how life's been, why I took a break from YouTube, even though I just had started, all of that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get in the video, and I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all stay tuned for everything else I have in store for y'all and everything I've been planning. And yeah, I just ask that y'all give me some grace today while talking, and I'm gonna be as transparent as possible with just everything that's been going on, everything I've been going through, stuff like that, because I want this to be, a safe space. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get in it. Alrighty, so I have my iPad because I have questions and stuff, talking points on there. So yeah, so I disappeared for a while, y'all, and a lot has actually changed. So I guess first I can talk about why I stepped back from YouTube, social media, TikTok. Like I took a break from everything realistically, and just posting in general from all my social medias. I would say the main reason was school and recovery. So if y'all haven't seen my video on the story of how I broke my leg, I broke my leg in April of 2025, so last year, it's a year ago now. But I broke it a year ago. I broke everything from the knee down. So I broke my tib, my fib, and I shattered my ankle right in the middle of my senior year semester. And so my life was kind of put on hold. Everything that I thought that I was going to do when I got out of college, all the plans that I had for myself kind of got pushed to the side. And I actually had to take, time to figure out what were the next steps of my life going to look like. And then lastly, I would say mental health and God. So we're going to get into that. First, I want to just talk about school. So I did end up graduating in December with a bachelor's in forensics and a bachelor's in pre-med. Yeah, thank y'all. So I did end up completing my semester out, but I would say it was a lot just going on in general as far as trying to be in school, not only full-time, but finishing the classes that I had the semester before because I broke my leg in the middle of the semester, plus trying to go to physical therapy by myself, being in a state again with no, I would say, family support. I have my 2 closest friends still live in Alabama. Shout out to y'all because y'all held it down. But besides that, I really had no support system. So it was hard, it was a fresh injury, learning how to re-walk and just go about life with that. And so it was definitely something that I'm still getting used to. It has definitely been something that has changed my life. I would say for the better though. In this season of me breaking my leg, taking a break from everything, y'all, I was struggling. It might not have, you probably couldn't tell. So when I first started my YouTube channel was my last semester, was the month that I was going back, and I had broke my leg past that. So I was actually, y'all kind of saw me moving into college and getting my stuff ready to go back to college for my last semester, which was great, but it also was it was hard, and I knew that I couldn't juggle it all. And then I was on medication, I was still smoking, there was a lot, and I really didn't have a foundation with God. And so I knew God, but I didn't have a foundation. And so I decided that it was just best for me to just get off of social media, not pay attention to anything else besides my life. And so that's what I did. In the 8 months that I actually, wasn't here on social media, I worked on getting my life together, growing my relationship with God, growing my relationship with my family, and just taking my recovery seriously. But I would say, so some mindset shifts that happened and like habits were, I stopped smoking. I gave my life to Christ, and I've just really been taking every day as a new learning experience. So after I graduated from college, which was in December, y'all can kind of see some of that probably like on my Instagram. I have pictures from my graduation, stuff like that, but that was literally it. So in December, I graduated from Alabama State University. I came back to Michigan, which is my hometown, to just basically get the support that I needed to be able to recover. Because like I said, I know y'all, I'm just gonna summarize my whole breakage point of my leg. So like, I broke my leg in April. I had surgery in April. I got an infection and compartment syndrome, so then I was stuck in a boot for about 4 or 5 months. Finally got the boot off in August when it was time for me to go back to college. Was not doing physical therapy because I just was mentally struggling. So from August to December, there was no physical therapy. And then from December until March of 2026, in March of 2026, I actually ended up having my second surgery. So they went in and replaced the rod, and then they also did a bone graft. And so it's June now, April, May, June. So I'm technically 3 months post-op from my second leg surgery. So yeah, so everything's kind of just shifted and changed, and I wanted to make sure that I was at a good place before I just started posting videos, because I'm really big on transparency. And so I do want to be transparent with you guys of what was going on and just some of the things that I was struggling with. And so this is what this video is really about. It's just like a refresh of me getting back onto social media, me consistently posting my videos, and it's just going to be a shift, because before I was trying to do college stuff, but your girl is no longer in college. So I'm definitely going to be lifestyle, faith, self-care based. So if that's not your vibe, I totally understand, but that's where I'm at right now. Taking my faith seriously, taking you guys on this newfound journey with Jesus, and just how much I love the Lord and how much the Lord has just moved in my life. And so yeah, so I guess we'll go to part 2, y'all, because I'm I could yap all day. Okay, so next I just wanted to briefly talk about what I've learned in this season, what God has done for me in this season, how I'm growing as an individual and just as a person. And so I would start off by saying thank you, Jesus, because y'all, I was in a dark place. You can't really tell from my social media and stuff, and I feel like I definitely put on a good front, but I'm not fronting no more. I was definitely in a dark place. I was smoking every day. I was partying every day. I was doing stuff that I ain't had no business doing, y'all. And when I broke my leg, it wasn't a shocker to me. It really honestly wasn't a shocker. And so I feel sorry, my gum. I feel like my stubbornness caused me to sit down. And so with that being said, the new people that I'm meeting, the new relationships that I'm making is nothing but God. It's not me. If y'all know, addiction is hard. Stopping on your own is hard. And I've tried to do it before by myself, and it just never worked. And so I'm grateful that I am building this relationship, and I am really working on myself. And I'm excited to see what's next for me. I'm excited for my YouTube channel to grow. I'm excited to see what God has in store for me, for us, just everything. I feel like this new journey is going to be something that I never even expected. Like, I feel like before I had an idea of what I was doing, and now I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here. And like, all honesty, I know that sounds like superficial and corny sometimes, but like, that's realistically where I'm at in life. Like, I just want to inspire others. I just want others to know that it's okay. Like, we go through things and it's tough and it's hard. But I feel like when you're open and honest about what you're going through, that also makes the difference. Like, don't be afraid to tell somebody what you're going through. Don't be afraid also to just tell the truth and share with people, because you never know how your story or your testimony can help somebody else. So yeah, with that being said, if y'all want more like in depth of what I was doing in these 9 months, girl, really I wasn't doing nothing. Like, when I tell you I wasn't doing nothing, there's really nothing to tell. Like, the 9 months that I was off of YouTube, one part of that was me graduating, and then the other second half was me getting back in my word, me building my relationship back with God, and just taking every day as something special. Like, I feel like we take days for granted, and I'm trying not to do that anymore. So my last little point for you guys was, oops, hold on. Oh, and I'm sorry if this video seems a little like repetitive, because I'm not editing this. Like, I wanted to be fully honest with you guys. This is not gonna get edited. So like, excuse me if I say like or and stuff like that, because I just really wanted to be as transparent and as possible, and I didn't want to cut anything out of this video. So that's why it might look a little funny. But yeah, so next I want to just talk about my goals. So my goals right now are, I just started a new job. I already told y'all I live in Michigan, so can I say that? Should I say that?